This is a more recent case, but Victoria, in 2023, Victoria's daughter abruptly converted to Islam after going to college. Victoria discovered Muslim clothing, a Quran, a prayer mat hidden under her bed, and her daughter started quoting the Quran and praying 5 times a day. And this sudden change coincided with a secret relationship that she had with an Algerian Muslim student who obviously held very strong Islamic beliefs and was forcing them on her. So she became disrespectful to her family, started speaking negatively about Britain in general. And Victoria says that her daughter changed completely. The boyfriend exerted coercive control. He had her daughter's bank account and her Face ID on her phone. He controlled her social media and isolated her from her family. And of course, started imposing strict Islamic practices. So Victoria was concerned and called the police. And she reported this controlling behavior, this sudden conversion. But the police said that she would just go to social services because she was still a child. I think she was 17. She wasn't 18, but she was in college or taking college courses. That's how she met this college guy. But she spent a lot of time in and out of the hospital and never explained why to her mom. Like, Victoria never knew why her daughter was in and out of the hospital, but her mental health was very bad. And after meeting this man, she repeatedly attempted suicide. She was cutting herself. She made desperate calls saying she would kill herself. And during one emergency hospital stay, police removed Victoria from her daughter and then threatened Victoria with arrest, and then transported Victoria's daughter back to the address of the abuser's brother. So the police threatened to throw the mom who wanted to help her daughter in jail and then put the daughter back with the abusive family. It's really wild to think about this happening and why. So she spent a lot of time in and out of the hospital, and nothing was ever done. The case was completely dropped. This next story is Eleanor's story. She was 17 years old, and Eleanor saw a stabbing incident involving men connected to this gang rape gang. And they had been abusing her. And she was not involved in the violence at all, but she saw this stabbing victim and she gave the victim first aid and called emergency services. She was arrested at the scene. Eleanor was arrested at the scene for helping the stabbing victim. She was charged under the doctrine of joint enterprise with conspiracy to commit grievous bodily harm with intent. And the case didn't come to trial until 2 years later when Eleanor was an adult, so she was tried as an adult just for helping a stabbing victim. And she was sentenced to 2 years in prison. And she believes that she was criminalized for circumstances that arose directly from her exploitation from this gang, and there was systemic failures across the board that failed to protect her and protected this gang instead.